Awesome. Yay! Okay, hi. Rare Sunday occurrence.
At Jin Shin Institute. I haven't seen you for a few days.
I know, we've been laughing. So my friend Madeline is in town, and we've been like on adventures and like laughing. She's not in New York very often, so this has been a blast. But I haven't seen Alexis since like Friday, I guess. So
right.
So yeah. So before we get started, because Madeline has never experienced Jin Shin Jyutsu before, she has no idea what it is, and we wanted to kind of take a look at her newbie body that has never had JSJ. But before we do that, we have a self-help 2-hour webinar coming up, and that's going to be Saturday, April 7th, and it's also in person. So if you're here in New York and you want to join us in New York, you can. And you can also jump on via webinar, which is so exciting.
And it's a good introduction for friends and family. If you want to introduce somebody to it, it's going to be very basic philosophy, and so that will be very helpful.
Yeah, so share away. Yes. Definitely share away. That's $20. So really great value for a lot of great self-help information. If you can work on yourself daily and have these techniques and these routines to work through daily, I just think that it's so freaking powerful. Excuse my freaking language.
We're going to teach some to you.
Yeah,
so you can take some back to Florida.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so she's in Florida at Rollins. She's a junior in college. And then we have Connections coming up. Connections is the first step to becoming a practitioner at Jin Shin Institute. And that's 2 weekends, May 11th through the 13th and May 18th through the 20th. And both will be in person and also via webinar. So if you're away, you definitely can tune in via webinar. However, we would prefer that you're here because the hands-on experience is so valuable. If you do end up taking the webinar at home, you definitely want to make sure that you have a body to work with, because otherwise you'll be a bit behind. Yeah.
So we're creating a really nice curriculum.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit different than some of you are used to. But it is all the information that you ever need to know that's available to us. So
yes.
There we go.
Covering the first 2 texts.
It's covering the first 2 textbooks, but we're doing it in a little bit different way.
Yeah.
So
and Jules Roshan will be here too. So
yes,
really exciting. Alexis and Jules have partnered for this one. So
all right.
Let's see this body that has never had Jin Shin before we get started. Madeline, what do you think Jin Shin Jyutsu is?
My guess is like energy work of some kind.
And have you had any before?
Any energy work ever? No, actually, I haven't. No.
Okay, so that will be really nice. And so why don't you lie down?
Okay.
With your head over here on your back. Yes. All right, so let's just look at your body a little bit of body reading first. And so I'm on my own, so I'm not waiting for, actually, if anybody wants to comment.
Yeah, let us know what you've got. If you see anything right away.
So we can talk about it.
Maybe you can see that we walked through Chinatown yesterday.
I definitely see some thighs there. So, I would look at the 14s, and yes, they are a little bit full. You feel that yourself? And so I'm going to point it out, and it's important that you participate in it because it's your body, right? To get to know your body. So your thighs are a little bit full, and so I see a relationship between the 14s there, the waistline and the thighs. And then just continuing on the 14 area, here on her feet, you see this is going in a little bit, like right here, which also indicates 14 meat, and they're curving in a little bit like that, here her feet. I would say that the position of her feet indicates also some 15 knee. So I would probably look at a 14 flow and a 15 flow to start with. So let's see what's going on here tonight. By the way, do you have anything going on, any projects, anything you want me to work on?
in Jin Shin Jyutsu projects are like anything you notice in your body, like stuck stuff, like?
I mean, I usually hold like tension in like my shoulders.
Like here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel the right side's a little bit tighter here. You feel that?
Yeah.
So the right side has to do again with the lifestyle. It's lifestyle related and just stress. So let me see. 11 helps to clear the hip line here. And then 12 helps to clear the waistline, 14. So it's a little tender too, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm just feeling around a little bit where she's, holding and where the energy's not flowing exactly through it. So just keep breathing. I know we're on camera and everything. And so yes, her whole right neck is really tight. So that tells me that there's some lifestyle related pressures going on, just maybe stress right here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna scan her body a little bit. So her energy doesn't feel very depleted. It feels good. It's not very heavy here. Let's see, on the coccyx. And so I'm going now here on the 2s. The right side again is a little bit tighter. You feel that? Scanning the 2s here. And then the right 23 is also tighter. So you're definitely more right-sided, which again has to do with your daily lifestyle. A little bit of tightness here also. And another 10 here, 10. Also, then keep breathing. Sometimes you stop breathing, takes your breath away. Also, yeah, so it's really the whole right side for now. I'm just going to take her normally. Sometimes that makes a difference too if you have your phone right near your body. So I'm just going to see and listen to her pulse, what they say. So I immediately feel, when I feel the texture of her wrist, that the right side is a little bit more empty. So are you very busy and doing a lot of things you feel in your life?
Yeah.
That college life, though.
That college life.
It's really fun. You having fun?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like a more of a stay-at-home person than like a go out all the time.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of things. I'm very busy.
Good. So I feel that she has some descending need. The superficial pulse is definitely quieter. So that's talking to me. And somebody was asking this actually for the practice circle. Was one of the questions is, do we go to the quiet side or to the loud side? So if it is clearly quiet, I will go there first. So what talks to me is the quietness of her superficial pulse, which has to do with the energy down the front, and the exhale. And the exhale has to do with letting go. So that is something in your life of exhaling and letting go. And that again also talks about the 14s and the 15 that I was talking about. So a tiny little bit fast also, and I feel mostly her 9s, so waistline on the pulse level. So let me think. What I may do is a supervisor flow. And I will do it on this side because the right side of her neck feels tighter. And so this will help the descending energy here and then the ascending energy up the back. So I will probably start with that. And then I would look at the 14 flow and 15 flow. But after I do a supervisor, I would just check in with her pulse again. And so I think Madeline will let you know on her Instagram how she's going to feel after and the result. So we're going to start here.
All right. Go ahead.
So see you for Wednesday for practice.
Yes,
Yeah?
Wednesday practice circle. Make sure
At
you
10.
jump on 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We're going to talk about when to use organ functions and when to use number flows, which is very interesting conversation because everybody will have different experiences and it's very much where you are in your practice and how you see it. So we like to hear from everybody as well.
Yes. Oh, and also make sure you let us know what you'd like to see for practice circle because it is up to you what we're going to focus on the 28th. So
we did get a bunch of...
Yeah, we've gotten a bunch. So if you want to have a say, because maybe we'll do this again next month or the month after. These are great topics.
Yes.
So bring up what you want to see because we would love to kind of make sure that we're getting you what you need. All right. Bye. Happy Sunday.